There are people in your life who don't ask for love. They demand sacrifice. And the worst part? You don't even realize it's happening because they disguise it as care, connection, or just asking for a favor. But slowly, day by day, you begin to shrink. You give more than you're comfortable giving. You say yes when every bone in your body is screaming no. And worst of all, you feel guilty for protecting your own peace. This is not love. This is emotional erosion. And today, we're talking about the kinds of people you must learn to walk away from. Not because you don't care, but because they don't care when it costs you. Let's talk about the kinds of people who make you forget your own worth, and why staying away from them isn't selfish, it's survival. 1. The people who ask you to change who you are. These people never say it outright. They won't tell you you're not enough. But you'll feel it in their silences, their backhanded compliments, their comparisons. They love you, conditionally. You're too sensitive. You're too quiet. You're not fun enough. You're not successful enough. And before long, you start editing yourself to fit their comfort. Listen to me closely. Anyone who makes you feel like your natural self needs to be fixed to be loved is not your person. The moment you feel you have to shrink your light just to be tolerated, you are being emotionally manipulated. 2. The ones who always put their feelings above yours. It starts small. They vent. You listen. They cry. You console. They get angry. You apologize. But over time, the scale tilts. Your feelings vanish in the presence of theirs. When they are upset, it's a crisis. When you are hurting, it's inconvenient. You are not a background character in someone else's emotional movie. If someone only values their feelings and expects you to constantly accommodate, they are not in a relationship, they are in a dictatorship. 3. The ones who constantly ask for money or favors. There's a difference between needing help and expecting help. Real friends ask, users assume, and when you say no, they guilt trip you. Suddenly you're selfish, cold, or not the same anymore. Let me remind you, you are not a bank, you are not a therapist, you are not a savior. It is not your job to carry the emotional and financial burdens of people who refuse to carry their own weight. 4. The ones who drag you into their family or personal conflicts. Toxic people love pulling you into their chaos. They want you to pick sides. They want you to fight their battles, and they'll flatter you into believing, you're the only one I can trust. But the truth is, they don't want peace, they want backup. Being involved in someone's constant conflict will drain your spirit. You are not the hero in someone's endless war. Stop choosing between your peace and their dysfunction. 5. The people who make you feel guilty for saying no. This one is subtle and dangerous. They don't yell, they sigh, they get disappointed. They act like you betrayed them for simply setting a boundary. This is manipulation disguised as disappointment. Every time you say no and feel like a terrible person, ask yourself, why is my refusal causing more chaos than my exhaustion ever did? The people who love you will respect your no. They won't punish you for having limits. They won't withdraw their affection just because you didn't comply. You were not born to be useful to everyone. You were born to be whole for yourself. The people you allow in your life should be a mirror, not a mold. They should reflect your value, not reshape it for their convenience. And the next time someone makes you feel guilty for choosing yourself, remember this: the only people who are upset by your boundaries are the ones who benefited from you having none. Stay away from them, not with hatred, but with love for yourself. Because healing doesn't always come from holding on. Sometimes it begins with letting go. Thank you for watching. You can share your experiences in the comments below if this resonates. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more contents like this.